Hey, and welcome to Don't Be Dumb. I'm Josh Clark. Thank you for joining me. Have you ever heard that the closed door button on an elevator doesn't work? Don't believe the hype. See, a lot of people say that the door close button on an elevator is put there only to make impatient people feel like they have a sense of control. That would make this button what's called a placebo button. People who think that closed door buttons on elevators are just placebo buttons point to what's called the Americans with Disabilities Act, which was passed in the US in the 1990s. And in the ADA, it says that elevator doors have to remain open for a certain amount of time so that people with disabilities can get on board. So people who believe that the closed door elevator button is a placebo button say that it is, so that mean people can't close the doors on a disabled person before they can get on the elevator. People who disagree say, why would an elevator company put a button in that doesn't function just to make impatient people feel like they had a sense of control? That doesn't make sense. Plus, they point to fire guidelines that typically require an elevator have a functioning closed door button. This closed door button has to work when the key is turned in the lock and the controls are in fire mode. But fire guidelines say nothing about whether or not the closed door button has to function without the key and the controls in fire mode. So it's entirely possible that these buttons really do function, but that you need a key for them to work, which means that both groups could be right, but no one knows for certain. Well, maybe an elevator mechanic is, but you're going to be hard-pressed to find one of them. So the next time somebody says that a closed door button on an elevator doesn't work for sure, you tell them, I'm on to you, Jack. Set them straight and tell them Josh sent you. Thanks for joining me. Oh, have you seen this video yet? I strongly recommend that you watch that. It's full of joy and well, this one too is actually pretty joyful. I didn't realize that we made this many joyful videos. And there's another one. These two are probably the most joyful, and this bottom one is slightly less joyful, but compared to anybody else's videos, you would still say this is more joyful. So maybe watch these and feel joyous. Oh, and maybe you can subscribe too. It's really just clicking a button. You can do that. You can do that.